Hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is it Friday today?
It is Friday.
Happy Friday! It's like TGIF. I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning. You see me there?
I
Sorry.
do.
Not scared. How's our sound? That's good. We're perfect.
Good morning. Welcome
Hi.
back.
Hello, hello, hello.
Give everyone a moment to
You
join
betcha.
us here.
Mm-hmm. I know it was a bit of a short notice, but that's okay.
Good morning.
Hi. I have that song in my head now. Have you ever sing it? It's okay. It's a nice song.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Feel free to share the live, everyone.
Mm-hmm. Share and like. Share and like. Good. Can I start or not?
Give it just one more second here. All right, whenever you're ready.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I am a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now for 32 years. Here on my live, we're going to do a Q&A session. Start by hitting that like button. Every 40,000 likes, we do 5 free questions, and we will go through how you can get a guaranteed question answered here on the live today.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome and welcome back. In order to get your questions answered here and be put on the list, you can click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. Also, please make sure your questions are in a yes or a no format when you submit them. And if you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A €5 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. €15 will get you 3 questions answered. €25 will get you 5 questions answered. And €50 will get you 10 questions answered plus 1 bonus question. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member. So make sure to stick around until the end.
That's right.
We also have an email list in the link in the bio. Make sure to sign up there to be notified when we go live and to stay connected with us. And we have a Patreon where with your paid subscription you have access to email questions 24/7 at the same rate as the lives, as well as an abundance and self-love meditation. Thank you to everyone who has already signed up there, and you can find the link to that in the bio.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And thank you so much, Kimber. Welcome back.
Hi, honey.
We can get started here on our list. Our first question today is from Sarah Miller.
Hey, Sarah.
Hello, Sarah.
Good
Welcome
morning.
back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sarah's first question, she says, can we check in on where his energy is at with us right now?
I feel a little bit distracted and distant, protective of myself right now. I do feel like our energy's pulled in right now. So not as open and receptive as normal, but it doesn't feel like I'm going to stay in that energy, okay?
Her next question is, I've consciously pulled back my energy from the situation by deleting Snapchat for now, while still holding space for him and actively manifesting a positive outcome. I know he still has other ways to reach me. Snapchat offered a more secretive way.
Mm-hmm.
Has he energetically felt this shift?
Yes. Yeah. I would assume that's why he's feeling a little bit pulled in.
Her next question is, do you see how it is affecting his emotions or thoughts towards me and the connection?
I would say it's definitely giving him something to think about. A little bit nervous, I hear. Worried that things are going in a different direction that he wasn't ready for. So it feels like he's worried about you closing the door.
Her Her next question is, since I haven't been on Snapchat since Friday, has he considered reaching out through other avenues? I'm wondering if he's feeling the urge to, but is stopped by fear or the change in how he'd have to approach due to it no longer being sneaky like Snapchat provides.
Right. I get the sense that he is holding back. He does feel like he wants to, but it does feel like he is holding back because of the lack of secrecy of it.
All right, and Sarah's last question here, she says, this evening I was outside on a FaceTime call with the dogs when something told me to look up. That exact moment I saw Jen driving past. It felt very intentional, almost like she was checking in on me or maybe him. Do you see what the reason or energy behind that drive-by was?
It feels like checking to make sure that that he wasn't there, is what it feels like. So in a way spying.
All right.
Yeah.
And that is it for Sarah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from Astrid L. Hello,
Hi.
Astrid. Welcome back. Astrid's first question here, she says, hi, ladies.
Hello.
Oh, wow, so many changes at work. New boss who was my peer, incidents between employees and clients and on-road clients closing their doors or moving on and sharing time. With Linda, who I don't know if I can trust, do you see what is the message for me here?
So, we talked a little bit about how you're moving your path along. I would say that this is more of a validation that you are making the right choice about what you're going to do in December. It really is the momentum that you're creating so that you have a clear conscience when you leave. That's what it feels like to me.
All right. Her next question is, will Dan be my boss for long? I don't trust him at all, and he knows that, so he really tries hard to convince me by oversharing.
Right.
He's only been in the role for a few days. Do you see me working with him for a while?
For a little while, I hear you.
Her next question is, do you see what will be happening at work or our company in the next few months? It feels like the Titanic is going under and everyone is looking the other way. Anything I need to know as far as changes, layoffs, etc.?
No, I'm not seeing any significant worry on your side. There is going to be some layoffs. I do see some shifting around of personnel, so people will be moving into different departments or getting different positions. I don't hear you need to worry, so you can let that go. It doesn't feel like it's a stress that you need to hold on to, but just you're in a transitional period right now, work-wise.
Her next question is, both men were in my energy field heavily last week. Do you see what I need to know about this, as it felt exciting and something new happening?
It feels to me like it's a reminder that you still do want that connection. So it is important to acknowledge that although we're discovering ourselves, we still do want that energy connection. Yeah, so it's a reminder of that.
All right, and Astrid's last question is, do you see what my messages or steps to feel secure, protected, and providing for when jumping like the fool's card at the end of the year?
So again, it's mindset. This is the path that you're supposed to go on. So, acknowledging that it may not always feel easy, but it really is relatively easy. Keep your focus on the positive. Don't worry so much or focus too much on the stress of things or the worry of things. I hear the Fool card does not. It's the Sun card that I get. So this is, the fulfillment that you need and want. Not so much that we're jumping into something we don't know, because you do know that this is the path for you. So hold that knowledge and hold that vibration. Yeah.
All right, and Astrid says, thank you as always.
My
Big
pleasure.
hugs.
Thank you, honey.
All right, our next question is from June Riley.
Hi,
Hello,
honey.
June. June's first question here, she says, Rebecca, Carlos told me he left his job as you said, but do you see why he left? Was it anything to do with me? Thank you so much.
No, it didn't have to do with you. It feels to me like there was conflict there. So it was due to somebody that he was working with.
Her next question is, I just got into the biggest argument with him regarding money, his home life, etc. I told him to block or let me go. Now I'm panicking. I'm such a silly woman.
So the question is what?
I guess just more info on that. June, could you just clarify for us what you want your second question to be? Was there a specific question you were asking there? for now we can go on to her
Yeah, that's
last
good.
one here.
Sounds good.
Her last question, she says, I know you have told me things have to take place naturally in order for us to come together.
Mhm.
Do I just get on with my life and not contact him? Or what should I do?
No.
I'm following the guidance to be patient and let him come divine timing.
I wouldn't cut off contact because I feel like contact is very vital to growing the relationship. So if you just cut him off, you're going to have the opposite effect of what you're wanting. So I wouldn't say that that is a good idea. But you do have to still have life and do your own thing. You guys are far apart from each other. So you definitely do need to take care of your needs now and enjoy your life as it is, knowing that he's going to be a part of it. Okay?
All right, and for her last question, she says, I just got into the biggest argument with him regarding money, his home life, etc. I told him to block or let me go. Do you see what will happen?
He's not going to let you go. Yeah. He might take a step back for a minute, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be forever. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much, June.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Perfect.
Our next question is from Denise E. Hello, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
Denise gets 5 questions here. Denise's first question, she says, will me and Arnold reconcile?
Oh, I got to know, honey. They're showing me a T name for the person coming in for you next. So you have somebody else coming in.
Her next question is, will my Don John get his ambulance license back?
Yes.
Her next question is, will there be any more issues with my new aide?
No, I don't. I don't hear that there will be.
All right. Her next question is, will I get let go from my job after this next school year?
No, I'm not getting a yes with that. I do feel like you will be somewhere else, so there might be a transfer, but I'm not getting a let go energy, so I'm not seeing it ending. They're not showing me that. Okay?
All right, and Denise's last question, she says, will I have a great new year, school year with my students?
Yes. Yes, you will.
All right, thank you. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from, one moment here. All right, our next question is from Brandy B. Hello, Brandy.
Hello, honey.
Brandy's first question here, she says, will my business start picking up this year?
Yes. Yeah, you can count on that, I hear.
Her next question is, will my finances increase this year?
In about 4 months, you're going to see a significant jump. So I will say yes, but it is going to be about 4 months from now, though.
And Brandy's last question is there any guidance from my spirit team?
You got to relax. There is way too much stress on your shoulders right now. You're putting too much pressure on yourself and not allowing the flow of things. So that pressure, that expectation that you're holding yourself to is actually stopping the flow. So let go of it having to happen a certain way and just allow. Okay? It's really, really hard and easy at the same time.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Marie Loon Fortson.
Hi, honey.
Welcome back, Marie Loon. She gets 10 questions
Nice.
plus 1 bonus question. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Marie Loon's first question, she says, will I be able to help my cat Flo gain weight and get better from what I believe is her hyperthyroid causing her ups and downs in appetite? I've been worried about her lately.
So I do see that there needs to be some intervention. So I would talk to the vet or take her to a vet if you can. I do hear that it is a little bit more serious than we think. Okay, so it is more than what we're thinking.
Her next question is, I was planning on leaving today at my boyfriend's and be back Sunday to get away from the farm, but I hesitate because of Flo. Do you see what my guide says better? Stay home or go?
I do hear you should stay for now. It's just because the cat needs to be seen, is what I'm hearing, okay? Yeah.
Her next question is, my boss and Jade are impossible and so unpleasant with me. It's truly taking a toll on my health mentally and physically. Do you see what my guides suggest?
Focus on your new business. Yeah, focus on the spiritual business that you're supposed to be doing, and that's going to start to grow, honey, and it's going to be something that sustains you. So don't focus on their negativity or we'll say their pushy energy, because it really feels like they're very pushy, and just focus on what you're supposed to do with your journey. Okay.
Her next question is, so if I understand well, it looks like my boyfriend's deployment will not end August as thought before, but could last his full term, which is until mid-December.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it's going to last until the whole term. Again, it feels like he's going to be called back. So I get that there's going to be a change in what he is doing or where he's supposed to be. Yeah, so I don't see that being until December.
Her next question is, you mentioned my boyfriend would still ask for my hand in August, but I won't be with him physically until October, November.
Mhm.
So how will he ask?
It feels like it's going to be a phone call or like a face-to-face on the FaceTime. That's what it's called. Yeah, that's the word. So we'll be face-to-face. Yeah.
Her next question is, do you still see me moving into my boyfriend's home in September, even if he might not be there?
Yeah.
Her next question is, you mentioned I'd move in with my friend Maud early July. Will it be in her current place or a new place she will get?
It does feel like it's the current place.
Her next question is, I had in mind to stop working at the farm around September, but you mentioned I'd still work there until early next year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see why I will stay longer? Just seems strange I'd still work there if I'm moving to my boyfriend's.
It feels like the reason is more about, you being asked to stay because you're not replaceable as easily as they think. So it really is more of a emotional, how do I put this? It's like you being held emotionally to staying because they need you.
Her next question, she says, will I reduce my hours at some point at the farm? I'm having a really hard time walking properly with my left hip in lots of pain.
Mm-hmm.
Just feeling so down at the barn in so many ways.
Yeah, I do see you reducing your hours.
Her next question is, I know I sound like a broken record. I'm just wondering if my guys know exactly when my boyfriend will tell me he loves me. It would be so good hearing it from him, especially since he's away and it's not easy.
Right, it's coming up for you. I hear within the next few weeks. Yeah.
And her last question here, Marie Lim says, I see my boyfriend as my person. Does he as well?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. That is it for her.
All right.
And I am going to go over our list now, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list and you are wondering when you're coming up, just keep your ears open for your names. I'm going to go over our list right now. Next up on our list, we have Lisa Lopez, then Ishu Kaur, then Kimber Pell, then Victoria Osa, then Aisel Alper, then Lee C, then Despina Sianao, then we have Jocelyn Lopez, then Samira Mia, then Sheena McCloskey, then Lori P, then Lauren Wallace. After Lauren, we have Corey BK, then Brianna H, then Taylor Washington, then Samantha S, then Sandra Phelps, then Brandy L, then we have Awilda Capellan, then Astrid L, then Whitney Ashford, then Josenyi L, then Greg P, then we have, that's it for now.
All right.
All right, if you would like to get on that list and get your questions answered, you can click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button, click your donation amount, and make sure to fill in all of your information there. Also, please make sure your questions are in a yes or no format when you do submit them. And if you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to our list here. Our next question is from Lisa Lopez.
Hi,
Hello,
Lisa.
Lisa's first question here, she says, morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Will Alex reach out this month of June?
I hear that it'll be, I'm going to say 3 weeks before you hear from Alex.
Her next question is, has he thought or reflected on us being back together at all?
Not so much the way that you're asking. I do hear he has thought about and reminisced, absolutely. He hasn't necessarily thought about the reconciliation, though.
And her last question, Lisa says, I know I have asked many times already, but the reassurance is always helpful. Do you see when we'll be back to talking every day and seeing each other again? Thanks as always.
I do feel like that is going to be something that, so it starts slow. I would say about 5 months before you guys are really in a continuous communication type thing. But I see you already starting to communicate before that. So 5 months really feels to me like that's, and what they're telling me to tell you is a lot of the timeline can be shifted forward or backwards just based on how you're feeling. So they're saying there have been times where you feel like, enough is enough, I'm done. And so you've kind of pushed your timeline is what they're saying. So 5 months in this current energy, but you can bring it in sooner is what I hear. Okay?
All right. And Lisa says, thanks as always.
My pleasure, hon.
That was when you see us talking every day, right?
Yeah.
Our next question here is from Ishu Kaur.
Hi, Ishu.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Ishu's first question here is, do you see what name is coming up for my life partner?
I don't get the whole name. I see an M name is what they're showing me.
Her next question is, do you see what relationship I had with that person in my past life?
It looks like you were relationship-wise, so it was a spouse.
And Ishu's last question is, anything coming up for me?
This does feel to me like a very exciting time. The biggest thing that they talk about is your own personal growth. So there is some changes that are coming up for you. You're going to be kind of forced out of your comfort zone, but in a good way is what I'm hearing. So forced, maybe not the right word, but encouraged out of your comfort zone. And it does feel like there are some big changes coming.
All right, and that is it for Ishu.
All right.
Our next question here is from Kimber Pell.
Hi, Kimber.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Kimber's first question here, she says, hello, sweet
Hi.
ladies. Just curious how long the pain from pinched nerve will take to heal. I start PT Monday.
Mm-hmm. It feels to me like it's going to be about 6 weeks.
Her next question is, will I need to take BP meds? As of now, I am off of them as BP is normal.
Mm-hmm.
Praying I do not.
I'm not getting the sense that it's something that you're going to need continuously. You might need to, so a lot of it's anxiety induced or stress induced, so you can control that through meditation and relaxation. If you go on it again, it's temporary. It doesn't feel like you're going to be on it for long periods of time.
All right, and her last question is, will this heal normally and I'll be able to garden again one day?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Kimber.
Mm-hmm.
That is it for her.
Awesome.
Our next question is from Victoria Osa. Hello.
Hey, Victoria.
Victoria's first question here, she says, hello.
Hi.
Is Alex G and I meant to reconcile and have a real relationship one day?
I gotta know with that, but I do hear that there is unfinished business, so I do get the sense that there is unresolved energy here, but it's not meant for you to be together in this life, is what I'm being told.
Her next question is, does he feel any regret or love for me with how things ended?
There's regret for sure, but there's also a lot of like pride involved in the energy. So I would say the regret is there, but it's not enough to change the outcome.
All right, and her last question is, will I be okay? I'm struggling mentally.
You will be just fine, honey. Yeah, you definitely will. I do hear a new person is coming in for you. I get the name, it's either, I think it's Harry, but it's an H name for sure.
All right. Thank you so much, Victoria. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Teriel Perry. Hello.
Hello.
Teriel's first question here is, hello.
Hi.
Will my apartment complex allow us to set backup flex pay to help pay rent? They redid the resident portal with no resident access.
I get yes, but you are going to have to push for it. So it's not going to be easy. It's not an easy yes is what I hear. So there is, you're going to have to force it.
All right, and their next question is, will Nico reach out this month so we can start to move forward with our communication in our relationship?
I hear July.
All right. Thank you so much, Teriel.
That's it.
That's
Okay.
it for them. Our next question is from Aisel Alper.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Mm.
Aisel's first question here is, hi beautiful,
Hi.
hope you are well.
Thank you. You too.
You said previously that Alkin and I would see each other in 3 months and that would be the start of the reconciliation. When do you see us reconciling?
So effective reconciliation, because there's like the starting point and then where we're actually in it. I would say it is still going to be about a month or two before you're actually committed or working towards that goal. Yeah, I'm going to say probably August, because it feels like in July there's momentum towards it, but August is when it gets serious.
Aisel's next question is, we'll be sending Alkin a message about how I feel on Monday. Do you think he will message back with how he still feels for me?
I get there will be contact. I'm not getting that there's a declaration of feelings. So I would say no, he's probably not going to respond with that kind of, we'll say interaction, but it does feel like there will be a response for sure.
All right. And Aisel's last question here is, have I been picking up on his panic recently? I know it isn't mine because it comes out of nowhere, especially when I'm busy.
I wouldn't say that it's necessarily his, but I do feel like you are very empathic, so you do pick up on other people. It feels like somebody who's in close proximity to you, so it might be even somebody in or around you that may not be right in, let's say like a neighbor or something to that effect, but it does feel like they're very close proximity. So you're feeling the energy of somebody around you, but I'm not feeling that it's him.
All right. Thank you so much, Aisel. That's it for them.
Okay.
Our next question is from Lee C. Hello, Lee.
Hello.
Lee's first question is, moving to Japan.
Nice.
Will I make connections for future business?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Exciting.
Their next question is, will my youngest daughter acclimate or will she have a hard time with the change?
No, she'll do fine, I hear.
And Lee's last question is, things have been moving fast and my business just opened at a boutique, but now I am moving. Will the in-state business be successful?
Yes, it will.
All right. Thank you, Lee.
Yeah.
That's it for them. Our next question is from Despina Sienau.
Hey, Despina.
Welcome back. Despina's first question here, she says, hello ladies,
Hi.
hope you are both well.
You too, honey.
I would like to ask how Gianni currently feels about me.
I've been thinking a lot about you as the energy I get, so there's been a lot of reminiscing. There's still a bit of a distance or like we'll say a buffer between the two of you, but you've been on Gianni's mind a lot.
Despina's next question is, do you see when Gianni's going to reach out to me and opened up?
I would say it's still going to be a few months.
Despina's last question is it on my path to reconcile with Gianni or to move on? Thank you so much as always.
I get that there is going to be somewhat of a reconciliation here, so I would say no. Know that it is something that is going to happen. It doesn't necessarily mean this is forever, but I do get the sense that you are going to try. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is it for Despina.
All right.
Our next question is from Ashley Gonzalez.
Hi, Ashley.
Welcome back. Ashley's first question is, am I ever going to have a baby girl?
Yes, I hear you will.
Her next question is, do you see when I will get a house?
2027, I heard.
And Ashley's last question is, will my baby be born in November?
Spring baby, I hear.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question is from Jocelyn Lopez.
Hi, Jocelyn.
Welcome back. Jocelyn's first question is, hi ladies.
Hi.
I texted Ivan last Friday and did not text me back. Can you see the reason why he hasn't? I feel he's avoiding me or got triggered after what happened at the party. I'm worried that the energy shifted.
It hasn't shifted. I do hear that there is a bit of hesitation. I hear not to worry though, so I don't feel like anything bad has happened or anything bad because of it. It just feels like hesitation is the energy that I have right now. So it's not that I don't want to, but I am hesitant.
Her next question is, do you see when things will get better between us?
In July, I hear.
And Yoselin's last question is there any insight on spirit guides, what they have to say about my connection with him? Please and thank you.
It's definitely a deep soul connection. You guys have a lot of, we'll say, past life energy to work through. This life is more, I hear now, shifted into letting go. So you are going to resolve some things this life. It does feel to me like you brought some karmic energy forward into this life to have with them.
All right. Thank you so much, Yoselin. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Samira Mia. Hello.
Thanks, Samira.
Samira gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Her first question is, can I ask what post Azima sent? Was that directed towards me or someone else?
Someone else, I hear. Yeah, it was not for you.
Samira's next question is, can I ask, will Farzana Tamana eventually reconcile or is it over?
Nah, they show the door closing, so I would say no, it's done.
And Samira's last question is, when I return to uni, will I be making new friends?
Yes.
All right.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Samira.
Mm-hmm.
That is it for her.
Sounds good.
Our next question here is from Sheena McCloskey.
Hey, Sheena.
Sheena's first question here is, Hi.
Hi.
If I was to ask Michael to try to fix our marriage, would he be open to this?
I hear you've got to pepper it in first. You can't just come out and ask. If you just come out and ask, I get a strong no. But if you pepper in or hint in that you do want things to be better between the two of you, yes. You have to get there slowly. You can't just, you just can't come out and say it is what I hear.
Her next question is, will I buy land to build on before I move houses? As in, will I know that I'm building my house before I move to something temporary?
Yes.
And Sheena's last question is Michael telling me a lie that he is taking our son on holiday alone?
No, he's being truthful.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sheena.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Lori P.
Hi, Lori.
Lori says, I've just been told I'm to lose my job. Will I find a job I love doing soon, please?
I do see a job coming in, but I'm hearing it's going to take a couple of months, honey. So, don't stress, but it is going to take a bit for it to come in, okay? So it's not going to be quick.
All right, and she says, thank you for your guidance.
You're very welcome, honey.
Our next question here is from Lauren Wallace.
Hi, Lauren.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren's first question, she says, hey ladies,
Hi.
I've been seeing my ex for the past year, but broke up with him a few days ago. Was this the right choice?
Yeah, it really was.
Is he going to be okay with this breakup? I'm worried about him.
It is a bit of a surprise, but I hear yes. So what they're saying is you don't need to stress or worry so much. They're going to get over it, okay? So they will figure things out, definitely.
Her next question is, Dan and I have talked a few times in the past few months.
Mm-hmm.
I know from social media that he's been dating someone since our friendship ended. Is this part of what caused our distance?
Yes.
Her next question is, will Dan and I be friends again eventually?
Yes.
I'm worried that as long as they're together, that won't be possible.
No, that is something that is possible, I hear. So I get a yes. I do feel a connection. The two of you just really have a strong bond, honey, and you can't deny that, and he can't deny that.
All right. Her next question is, I just got started on Zepbound. Will this make a major positive impact in my life,
Yeah.
confidence, and how I'm feeling?
Absolutely.
All right. Her next question here, she says, does my mom have any messages about how I've been living my life lately and the decisions I've been making?
So one of the things that she really brings up is that you're starting to be more honest. Being more honest with yourself and honest about what you really want. So she's very proud of you for that, I'm going to say. That is one of the biggest things that she says to me. It's not always easy for you to take a look and to move forward is what she's telling me. So she's very proud that you're able to do that, and you're really making the tough decisions is one of the things that she's the proudest of, because it's not always easy for you, and you tend to sometimes be a little stuck in your old momentum, and she's proud of you for letting go of things that no longer serve you. Yeah, very much with you. A lot of the times I feel like you'll feel like you have like a hair or like a spider web or something on you, like you'll feel that on your face a lot. She wants me to tell you that that's her, okay?
All right, and Lauren does get one more question here.
Okay.
Lauren's last question, she says, is there anything to know about the person that is coming in that I'm meant to be with? Thank you, ladies.
You know, there's a few things. They're very loud, but in a good way. So they have a very, very loud personality. They're big, larger than life, laugh a lot, very joyful individual. Broad shoulders is what I'm seeing, very strong looking. Yeah, I would say this is somebody who's just larger than life. That would be the best way to describe their personality.
All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, and Mom says she's going to help bring them in. Thanks, Mom.
That's good.
That is good.
All right, thank you, Lauren. That's it for her.
Okay.
And we have a quick clarification question here from Ashley.
Okay.
1 second here. All right. Ashley says, my last question is, will my baby be born in November? And you said spring baby, but my baby is due for December, so I just wanted to clarify.
Well, I'm hearing spring baby, so there might be a complication, maybe, is what they're saying.
All right. And that is it for her.
Okay.
Thank you. Our next question here is from Corey BK. Hello,
Hey,
Corey. Corey says, hi. Do you see how Eric is feeling about me? I feel like he misses me and has feelings, but since we haven't talked, I don't know what's going on with him.
Definitely thinks about you a lot. I hear intimidation is the word that comes through. So there's a lot of intimidating energy about the connection. So nervous and intimidated.
All right.
Okay.
That is it for her.
All right.
Our next question is from Brianne H. Hello.
Hello.
Brianne says, my daughter got into a preschool after a year being waitlisted. I'm having separation anxiety from her already. Is enrolling her in this preschool the right decision for us?
So what I hear is it definitely does feel like it is a good thing. What I hear to recommend to you is maybe do it part-time on, like once or twice a week instead of, once a week would be better, I think. It's because socializing is important, but the anxiety it's creating is not necessarily good for either of you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Brianne. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Taylor Washington. Hello,
Hi,
Taylor. Taylor's their only question is, do you see what Habib's energy is towards me? We were just trying to make it work, and now he's distant.
What I'm being told is there's a third party involvement, so somebody has gotten in between or has put their 2 cents in and is affecting the connection. So there is somebody else involved.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. That's it for them.
Sounds good.
Our next question here is from Samantha S. Hello, Samantha.
Hi.
Samantha's first question is, will my interviews go well today?
Yes.
Her next question is, will I receive a job offer in the next 2 to 3 weeks?
Yes, I hear by the end of next week you will.
Her next question is, do you see me having a new job completely in person, hybrid, or remote?
It does feel to me like it's in person, yeah.
Do my guides have any messages for me?
You've got to let go of expectation. It's very important to understand that things are moving behind the scenes and you can't control what's happening. So let it kind of flow how it's supposed to flow. Get out of your way. You're slowing your momentum down is what I hear to tell you, okay? So get out of your way and let things happen how they're meant to.
All right, and Samantha's last question, she says, should I continue pursuing social media for income?
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it for her.
All right.
And I am going to go over our list again here, everyone. So if you have donated to get on the list, you can just keep your ears open for your names now, and I will go over that right now.
Sounds good.
Here. All right. Next up on our list, we have Sandra Phelps, then Brandy L, then Awilda Kaplan, then Astrid L, then Whitney Ashford, then Joseni L, then Greg Peterson, then we have Ilam Barinka, then Jessica Calleja, then Amber Lee, then Rebecca Kira, then we have Mirna Hernandez, then Danielle Facio, then Marie Loon Fortin, then Lynette Odishaw, then Jill McAllister, then Shamil Jones, then we have Mel Pedron, then Pam Marks, then Jen D, then Stacy K, then Amanda M, then Connie Newman, then Kira B, then Hind J, then Gabriella Griggs, then Kirsten Denny, then Samira Mia, then Poonam G, and looks like that is it. And just to let you all know, our list is now closed for this live, so we will not be taking any more new donation questions to be added onto that list that you just heard. We're just going to be finishing off everyone whose name you just heard there, everyone who's already donated. If you did just finish donating right before the list was closed and you didn't hear your name on that list, don't panic. I will go over the list again in a little bit here. It does take a minute or two to be added onto that list. And as always, if you need to, you can visit our live support through the link in the bio as well, and they can help you out over there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to the top of our list here. Also, if you didn't happen to make it onto the list this time, but you want to make sure that for future lives you do get on the list, make sure to sign up for our email list through the link in the bio. Sign up there to be notified when we go live and to stay connected with us. Thank you so much, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our next question here, back to the top of our list, is from Sandra Phelps.
Hi, Sandra.
Sandra's first question, she says, "Good morning,
Good
ladies.
morning.
Hope all is well.
Yeah, you too.
Should Jake and I do an East Coast cruise or a West Coast cruise?"
I heard West.
Her next question is the rental Jake and I seek still in Port Orchard?
Yes.
And her last question is, will Austin be okay watching Connor this summer?
Yeah.
All right, she says, "As always, thank you for answering my questions. Hope you ladies have a wonderful day."
You too, honey.
All right, our next question here is from Brandy L. Hello,
Hi,
Brandy.
Brandy.
Brandy's first question is, does Eric consider us in a relationship even though we have not had the committed conversation?
I get, yes, you are. It feels complicated, so I do feel like there is a little bit of like maybe we're not completely committed to each other, but yeah, I consider you in a relationship as the energy for sure.
Brandy's next question is, will we be in a formal committed relationship before the end of this year?
Yes.
And her last question, Brandy says, is Eric my forever person?
I gotta know there. Sorry, honey.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Brandy. That's it for her.
Sounds good.
Our next question is from Awilda Kaplan. Hello. Awilda's first question, she says, is there a future with me and Daniel, or is it just lust?
No, there's a future there, I hear. Yeah. It is mainly pushed by lust, but I do get the sense that it's going to become more.
Her next question is, will I have success working with Jesse? Is it long term?
Yeah, I hear yes. Yeah.
Her next question is, do you see when I will have financial stability?
About 8 months, I heard.
Do you see me gaining recognition in my insurance industry and real estate?
Yeah, I do.
And her last question is there anything coming these next few months?
So I do see that there is some shifting around your career or work, whatever it is you're doing. It does feel like it is something you're going to want to resist. Your guides are telling you not to resist it, okay? It feels like it is going to be a bit, how do I put this? It's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's a good thing, okay? So you got to step out of your comfort zone with it, is what they say. Yeah, but it's good because it's going to expand things.
All right.
Okay.
That was anything coming these next 3 months, right? Perfect. That's it for a well done.
All right.
Our next question here is from Astrid L. Hello
again, honey.
Astrid's first question, she says, not sure why I'm asking, but do you feel that new love is underway or someone existing will pop back in? Billy or Ray or both?
Yeah, I get the sense that because we have our energy open to it, you will have a bit of the past come in. So it is important not to get caught up so much with, I'm going to say with Billy, but with Ray, I feel a little bit more open, okay?
Her next question is there any guidance from Pia regarding my next round of Aya in Peru? I'm setting my intentions.
I love it. So the biggest thing that I hear is don't hold expectation. It's so important to allow healing to happen truthfully and honestly, to not have an expectation. Okay? That's the exact words is don't hold expectation.
And her last question, she says, giveaway because you are amazing.
Aw, thanks, honey. I love you.
All right, let's all give Astrid a big thank you. She's giving away her last question here to one of you in the comments.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Astrid. All right, feel free to put in a yes or no question then, everyone. And again, give Astrid a big thank you.
Thanks so much, honey.
All right, our free question is for... for Ginny. Ginny says, will my mom complete my student finance for me?
Yes. Slowly, though, I hear, okay? So she's slow to do things.
All right. Thank you so much, and thank you again, Astrid, for giving away that question. Our next question here back to our list is from Whitney Ashford. Hello.
Hey, Whitney.
Whitney's first question here, she says, Kirk didn't end up reaching out, nor did I see him. Do you see communication still coming?
Yes.
Her next question is, Kirk's birthday is tomorrow. I planned on sending a message.
Yeah.
Will he be receptive?
Yes, I think it's very important that you do send a message, honey.
And her last question is, do you have any guidance to letting go of the timeline to call things in faster?
Yeah, I would say the most important thing is to just kind of see the end result. When we're pulling in things or pulling for things, if we put too much on the immediate way of how it's supposed to happen, it gets in the way. So what I would say is, as you're going to sleep, just see the two of you together. See him there with you, spending time with you, and you two being together. That's all you need to do. And feel it. Like, you want it to be a moving picture, so you don't want it to just be like it's a snapshot. You want to see him like walking in through the bedroom door, or you two, cuddling on the couch, whatever it is you want to use as your visualization, but you want it to be moving, and you want to just picture that. Don't worry about the in-between.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from... Sorry, for Whitney we just did, do you have any guidance, right?
Yeah.
All right, our next question is from Joseni L. Hello.
Hi.
Joseni's first question here, she says, is George and Arlene dating seriously?
No.
Will there be a reconciliation between me and George to get back together?
So it feels like there is going to be communication. I'm not getting a full-on yes for a reconciliation, but it does feel like the two of you, you're going to have interaction with each other. So it's not reconciliation, but there is communication, yeah.
All right, and Joseni's last question is, do you see when George and I will talk or communicate to reconcile?
It looks like communication will be in July, is what I'm hearing, so not yet.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
That is it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Greg P.
Hey,
Hello,
Greg.
Welcome back.
Mhm.
Greg gets 10 questions plus one
Nice.
bonus question.
All right.
His first question is, blessings, Rebecca and team. Trying to connect with several people for soul-to-soul talk and requesting them to help me.
Mhm.
How do I know if I have connected and if the message has been received?
So it's really a feeling more than anything. What I hear is it might be easier for you if you can find them on social media, which sounds kind of creepy, but it works really well. If you can find a picture of them and you look at that picture until you feel that connection, it would work better. You'll have a certain feeling where you know that you've actually had that communication. It's kind of hard to describe it, but it's going to feel less like it's here and more in the heart chakra. So less in the head, less in the ether, and more in the heart.
His next question is, I would like to know if Rebecca could help me with a hypnotic tape to get in a state where I can remember and allow myself to remember abilities from other lives. Is this possible?
It
How
is.
do I go about this?
Yes. It's funny that you say that. I am actually going to be offering audio clips that can be personalized that you can purchase. So yes, I can do that. And yes, it's very much possible. So when I'm certified hypnotherapist, but when I started it was self-hypnosis, and this was like 32 years ago back in the day that I started with self-hypnosis, and it's a very powerful tool. Yeah. So absolutely I can help you with that.
All right, Greg's next question is, been trying to connect with the judge soul to soul to request him to help me with the outcome of his verdict. Is this working?
Yeah, it is. If you can, I'm sure that they must have a picture of him listed somewhere. I know you've already connected with him on an energetic level, but let's find a picture of him and really get that connection in. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to say all the things that maybe wouldn't be allowed to be said in the courthouse. Tell him everything on the spiritual side of things, and then he will have that information. Even if he doesn't have it consciously, unconsciously it will have an impact on how he makes his decision. Okay, so things that you weren't allowed to bring up, tell him in that soul-to-soul communication.
Greg's next question is, besides the guide who is helping me with how I am seen, are there any other guides helping, and if so, with what?
You have a lot of guides. So you have one guide that works with you directly with nature and the conservation of it. That is a female energy. I would say that she, when she was here before, that was a big part of her path, was saving nature, and so that's why the two of you were put together. Okay, you have a huge team though. You have another one that helps you with, let's say, your communication style. It's changed a little bit, so you can kind of recognize that something else has come in to help with that. Because how you used to communicate, you aren't as, we'll say, as aggressive as you used to be. You're assertive now, but there's less, we'll say, of the fight in the negative way. You still have the fight in you, but how you express yourself is different, and that comes from this individual is what I hear. But you have a large team, honey.
Greg's next question is, I'm trying to do a program on our owl conservation at an old home. How is this going to work out?
I hear a lot of success. It's going to get a lot of attention, and I feel like that's why it's going to be so successful. So be very open to anybody who wants to be involved with it, even if it seems like it's somebody small. Be open to allowing them to also be a part of this process and this experience, okay? But it's successful, yeah.
Greg's next question is, I'm going to organize a national owl count in September.
Nice.
Any guidance on how best to make it a success?
Make it public, yeah. It really feels like the more you can get people involved, the bigger and more successful it is. So make it public as much as possible. Tell people about it. Be online with social media, that type of thing, but make it very public.
Greg's next question is, will I receive enough funds in time to be able to travel to Europe with my wife in the beginning of July?
Oh, the beginning of July, I feel like you're going to have the funds that you need. It does feel to me like not all of it's coming in right at the beginning though, but it does feel like you'll have enough.
Greg's next question is, am I going to buy a house before the end of the year?
No, it looks like 10 months.
Greg's next question is, will my wife get a teacher's job before the end of this year?
I do see teaching for her coming in. I get a little bit of the resistance comes from her. So she has a little bit of fear that she's holding or harboring that is getting in the way of her finding that. Her guides are saying that she should have already gotten the job, but she has some fear around it. So she has to clear that up for it to happen successfully. But it feels like, yeah, she's supposed to. She's supposed to be working and teaching and working with kids for sure.
Greg's next question is, can you see when I will have a meeting with one of the ministers? Can you describe the minister?
I see somebody tall, salt and peppery kind of hair. More, I will say dark hair with like a few grays is how I would describe it more so than anything. Slender build is what I'm hearing. It feels like the two of you will connect before the summer is up. So I would say sooner rather than later. It doesn't feel like it's very long from now.
And Greg's last question is, do you have any insights on what I am to manifest in June?
Well, for you, it's your stability and your finances is what the focus is. So focusing on, we'll say it like this because I know money isn't like the goal, but focusing on things stabilizing financially and that therefore allowing you to do the things you need to do to be successful in what you're supposed to do. Okay, so focus so much more so on that stability than say the money, but the money's coming.
All right. Thank you so much. That is it for Greg.
Awesome.
Our next question is from Ilam Barinka. Welcome back. Ilam's question here is, first question is, will I be officially awarded the V funding this June?
No, I heard. Sorry, honey.
Ilam's next question is, will my workplace situation shift clearly in my favor before July?
Yes.
And Ilam's last question is, will I be offered a new academic position before September?
No, I'm not getting, no, I hear no for that one. I do see it happening. It doesn't feel like by September though.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ilam.
Mhm.
That's it for them.
Okay.
And I am going to go over our list again here, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list and you're wondering when you're coming up, just keep your ears open for your names. I'm going to go over that right now. Our next question here, we have Jessica Calleja, then Denise E., then Amber Lee, then Rebecca Kira, then Mirna Hernandez, then we have Danielle Facio, then Marie Loon Forson, then Lynette Odisha, then Jill McAllister, then Shamil Jones, then Lisa Lopez, then Mel Padron, then we have, one moment here, then we have Pam Marks, then Jen D, then Stacy K, then Amanda M, then Connie Newman, then Kira B, then we have Gabriella Griggs, then Kirsten Denny, then Samira Mia, then Poonam G, then we have Ashley Gonzalez, then Amanda O'Connor, then Shaz, then Terry T, and it looks like that is it for now.
Do you have to come over?
Yes, I do have to come over. And just to let you all know, our list is closed for this live, so we are not taking any more new donation questions to be added onto that list. We are just finishing off everyone whose name you heard there. If you did donate before the list was closed and you did not hear your name on that list that I just read and you've not already been answered, you can head over to the live support through the link in the bio, send them the email that you used to donate, and make sure to stay in the chat with them until you get confirmed. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you so much for that lovely gift.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, if you did want to make sure that for any future lives you can get notified to be on the list, you can sign up for the email list through the link in the bio. We do send out a notification before every single live, and we open up the list at the same time. So that is the best way to make sure that for any future lives you can get on that list.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, everyone. Give me one moment here.
Prove we're here. Thank you.
Yeah.
aren't here. Just
Didn't
kidding,
like
just
it.
kidding.
There we go.
Good.
Guess I did it too smoothly the first
Yeah,
time.
too smoothly. Too funny.
All right. Back to our list here. Our next question is from Jessica Calleja. Welcome back. Her first question here is, can you tell me when Nigel will move out?
This summer, I hear. Yeah, it's coming right away.
Her next question is, do you see how he is feeling about the relationship ending?
He's putting on that he doesn't care, but worried and nervous, I hear. Yeah.
And her last question is, do you see what my love life looks like after Nigel leaves?
I hear you won't have a love life really until around October. So nothing really happening until October for you romantically.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Denise E. Hello.
Hi, Denise.
Denise's first question here is, will me and Arnold reconcile?
No. You have a new energy coming in. It's an N name.
Next question is, will my Don John, will my Don John get his ambulance license back?
And we answered that
Yeah,
one
we did
already.
do
Yeah,
this
so
one.
we've done this
Yeah,
one.
we've done this one.
Okay. No worries.
All right. Our next question here is from Amber Lee.
Hi,
Hello,
Amber.
She gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Amber says, hey, beautiful ladies,
Hi.
it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Amber.
That's awesome.
She says, so pumped. Lots of fun things I have planned.
Good.
Craig's going through a depression. Will he pull through soon and we'll get back to a better place? Him being in this state has put stress on things.
I do get the sense that he'll come out of it again. It is something he struggles with though, so it isn't the last time. But yeah, he'll come out of it.
All right.
Mm.
Her next question here, she says, I'm frustrated with this consignment store that I took a bunch of stuff to. It's been over a month. Are they blindsiding me or will my stuff sell?
Your stuff will sell, yeah.
And her last question here, she says, my dad is going through some testing. Will everything be okay health-wise?
Okay, so they're saying sugars, so I do see that there is some issues, but they'll figure it out.
All right, and she says, thank you and have a great day.
You too.
You too, yes. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Our next question here is from Rebecca Kira. Hello.
Hi, honey.
Rebecca's question, she says, hey,
Hi.
I remember you mentioned Martin would reach out, but that communication would be small. Since he's single, I wonder why he wants to go so slow. Could it be because he doesn't know how I feel or if I'm open to talking since we haven't spoken in a long time?
It's fear of rejection more than anything. So it's not so much, yeah, I guess in a way it is because not knowing whether you're open or receptive, but it's fear of rejection is what I hear. That's the reason.
All right. Her next question here, she says, whenever I think of Martin and keep smiling about him, I keep seeing the number 1111
Nice.
everywhere,
Love
or
it.
I notice his car model on the road.
Nice.
I've also started seeing 2121 and 2222. This has been happening for weeks at a time. Do you see what these signs could mean?
Well, they're validations for you, honey. 2 is partnerships, so that's awesome. 1111 is a manifestation number, so yeah, those both are, the 2121 is partnerships and manifestation, so yeah, it's exactly what you're asking for. So it is the universe's way of showing you that things are aligning.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from, one moment here. All right, our next question is from Mirna Hernandez. Hello.
Hi.
Mirna's first question here, she says, I'll be doing my second round of IVF. I just don't know if I should do it in July or wait till September.
July.
Her next question is, will I get pregnant this year? If so, boy or girl?
They show me pink, but yes.
Her next question is, will my husband Frank take over the firm when the owner passes? My husband's afraid he might give it to charity or some sort to gain access to heaven, lol.
Oh my gosh, no, he's not going to do that. I do get that somebody else will step in. I'm not seeing your husband stepping into that role permanently, but I do see temporarily. I hear he's not going to have to worry about his connection to the business though, so he'll always be connected there. Yeah.
Her next question is, will I be getting a raise this year?
Yes. Yeah.
And her last question is, last but not least, will Elle stay in my life?
Yeah, very much.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Danielle Facio.
Hey,
Hello.
Danielle.
Danielle's first question here is, hello.
Hi.
Can you see how Rudy has been feeling towards me lately?
Okay, so you've been on Rudy's thoughts a lot. I do get this open-hearted energy, but I am feeling a bit, I'm going to say depressed or shut down, okay? It's not you or at you, it's just in general.
Her next question is, there still is no communication between Rudy and I.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see when communication will begin for Rudy and I?
I'm going to say it's within the next few weeks, yeah.
Their next question is, are Rudy and I still on track to reconcile?
Yes.
Their next question is, can you see how things are between Rudy and Denise?
There's a lot of conflict I hear. Yeah, lots of fighting and lots of arguing is what I'm being shown. Yeah, they're like literally like butting heads.
Danielle's last question is, any messages for Rudy and I, please? Thank you so much. You are amazing.
Stay open, stay receptive, get out of your head is the biggest message. So be in your heart center and don't let your thoughts get carried away is what I hear.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for her.
Perfect.
Wow, and Mirna just sent a lovely gift where
Thank you.
it's like a vase that's assembled into
Ah,
a
cool.
nice bouquet of flowers.
Aw, thank you so much.
All right. That was it for Danielle. Our next question here is from Marie Loon Fortin.
Hello again, honey.
Marie Loon's first question, she says, if I call to get an appointment for Flo today, do you see the vet being able to help her?
Yes.
Her next question is Flo ready to leave? I can't bear to think so, but I don't want to hold her back either.
I get the sense that Flo is kind of teetering on leaving. I don't hear it's time to let go yet, but it does feel like it's soon. So I would say it's coming.
And her last question is, will I be okay financially with Flo?
Yeah. I don't get that it's going to be catastrophic, so yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
That's it for her. Our next question here is from Lynette Odisha. Hello, Lynette.
Hello.
Lynette's first question here is, will my ex-boyfriend Clayton reach out and want to get back together? He's always watching my social media and I as well, and I love him and wanted to spend the rest of my life with him.
So what I see is that the two of you will have a reconciliation moment. It doesn't feel like it's going to last, so I feel like it will be short-lived. But yeah, there is a desire for that.
Her next question is, if my ex doesn't reach out, will I meet someone new that will treat me properly and the way I deserve?
So you will have somebody else come in, but that's not for a couple of years.
All right, and Lynette's last question is, will I be financially okay for the rest of my life? Like winning the lottery that I play all the time, so I'll be financially secure?
I don't get a yes there, but you will always have enough, I hear. But they show this. So I do see where there's times where you have more and times where, unexpected things happen. So it is still a lot of this. You're not going to win the lottery, unfortunately. Sorry, I wish I could say it and I go, magic wand and give it to you. But yeah, I'm not getting that you're going to win the lottery. Sorry, honey.
All right. Thank you so much, Lynette.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for her.
Okay.
One moment here. All right.
Can I get you to double check the list that we have of names there?
Yes.
You know which list I'm talking about?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I don't know why I got told to say that,
Yeah.
but just double check that.
No
okay?
worries. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Our next question here is from Jill McAllister.
Hey, Jill.
Jill says, "Good morning.
Good morning.
My boss is selling the salon. Will the current sale go as planned?"
Yes, it looks like it will.
Her next question is, "Will I stay if the salon sells?"
Yes, you will.
And Jill's last question is, "Will my finances be okay?" I know I always ask, but you've always been correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't get any concerns there, so you'll be fine.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
And we do have a testimonial here
Nice.
from Amber Lee.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Thank you, Amber.
Mhm.
All right. Amber Lee says, "Last January, I asked Rebecca if my finances were going to get better. She said May they will. I just assumed it was May 2024. Fast forward April 2025, I received news that I was getting part of my inheritance from my parents. I received it in May 2025.
Nice.
And I can say right now I'm officially debt-free, and she told me that money was going to be very good for me going forward. She was spot on and accurate. I just assumed it was 2024. Thank you."
Yay!
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for sharing
And
that, Amber.
thank goodness. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. That was a great testimonial.
It is a great testimonial.
Yeah, it's so funny how you can just assume a timeline and then it might not be exactly what you assume.
That's right. That's right.
She says, "Living the best life."
Aw,
That's
that's
awesome.
so great, honey. Love it. You deserve it too.
All right. Next up on our list here, our next question is from. One moment here.
Mhm.
From Shamil Jones. Hello. Shamil says, "Me and Gerald's connection has been rocky. Do you see we will work things out and be okay?"
You will. I get that communication is a really big factor. You guys have to learn to talk to each other differently, but in time you will. Yeah.
Shamil's next question is, "Gerald still has not asked me to be his girlfriend. Is this ever going to happen?"
Yeah, it will. It will. Yeah.
And Shamil's last question is, "Should I continue to fight for this connection or move on?"
No, it's definitely a connection that is worth being a part of. So I would say keep going.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for them.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Lisa Lopez.
Hi,
Hello,
Lisa.
Lisa's first question here, she says, "Hi again.
Hi again.
Should I just let go and move on from my connection with Alex? It's been months since he's left with no words."
So what I hear is yes and no. So yes, you need to let go because we need to release him so that he can come back on his own without you pulling or having an expectation of it. So yes, let him go, but he's coming back. So yes and no.
All right. Her next question is, "He's done some awful things to me as a person, where I felt like a placeholder for him in his life till he moved on. Did he have any intention of growing with me, or was this it for him?"
No, he definitely expected things to be different. Yeah. He kind of went, I'm going to say, off of what the plan was, what you had put before both of you, like what you both had basically agreed to before coming here. He went off track. So don't take it personally because it's not about you, it's about him going off track.
All right. And Lisa's last question, she says, "Any messages from my spirit team? Just trying to see light at the end of the tunnel."
So it is important to get out and mingle, get involved in, some classes or some kind of something that gets you out of the house and connected with people. I hear from them more than anything that isolation is not good. So please make sure that you are spending time with others. Okay? Okay.
All right. And And she says, as always, thank you.
Not a problem.
Our next question here is from Mel Padron. Hello.
Hello.
Mel's first question here is, will my daughter play volleyball in college? We are working on start of recruiting.
Yes. Yeah, she will.
Her next question here, she says, will I be able to start school next year?
Yes. Yes, you will.
And her last question is marriage in my future for me?
You will get married. I do hear, though, it's about 4 years away.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
1 second here. And yes, just give me one moment.
No worries.
All right, our next question here is from Jen D. Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Jen says, you said previously that Michelle would AI generate my readings because she was lazy. Did she have envy for those that are gifted? I feel so robbed.
No, it's not about envy. It's more about like desperation for her. It feels like I was desperate and I needed to make some money is what it feels like. So it wasn't done out of envy.
Her next question is there a reason she's offering soul-guided weight loss and not being transparent with people that she's on weight loss medication?
Well, again, it's about that desperation for money.
And her last question is, in a reading, I was told by her that Spirit did not want me to go forward with a business offering. Later, I find out she was selling my offering in private to her clients. Do you see why she did this? She was cold when confronted.
Well, because she doesn't want to be. She doesn't know how to be honest, honey. So there's absolutely nothing you're going to gain from her in that aspect. I will say again, it is that greedy energy, that desperation for money. That's the reason. Sorry, honey.
All right.
Relax.
And that is it for Jen. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from Stacy K. Hello,
Hey,
Stacy. Stacy gets 10 questions plus one bonus question. Thank you so much. All right, Stacy's first question, she says, good morning.
Good morning.
I may have a job interview next week for a school district. Will I be offered this position?
Oh, I heard yes.
Her next question is, I want to return to college to finish a degree. Do you see when I will return to college?
I'm not getting, they're saying fall, so it's not going to be, yeah, they're just saying fall. We'll say fall. Fall semester.
Her next question is, do you see when I will purchase a new vehicle?
I'm hearing that it's going to be in, I'm going to say March. Yeah, it feels like March. Bless you, honey.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Her next question, she says, will I have any health concerns this year?
No.
Her next question is, do you see when I will see Eric again?
2 weeks, I heard.
Her next question is, my nephew Manny is good in the sport of football. Will he play college football this fall?
Yes. Yes, he will.
Her next question is, do I stay in Eric's thoughts?
Oh, yeah, you do. Absolutely. I will say, as much as you think about Eric, Eric thinks about you.
Her next question is, will I get along with Eric's family?
Yes, you will.
Stacy's next question is, do you see how Eric feels about me?
Right now, we're quite open. There's a lot of, I'm going to say, we think a lot right now, okay? A lot of fantasizing is what I'm hearing, but it's good and open.
Her next question is, I want to take a state and national board this year for an administrator's license. Do you see what month I will pass these exams?
Ooh, I'm hearing 6 months from now.
All right, and her last question is, do you see what year I will get married?
2028, I heard.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Amanda M. Hello.
Hey, Amanda.
Her question is, did Tom love me up till his passing? Thanks,
Yes.
ladies.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Our next question here is from Connie Newman.
Hey,
Hello.
Connie.
Connie says, hello, ladies.
Hi.
So my spouse, Kevin, never got called to work at the car dealership as a general manager. He's taken a job doing sales at a furniture store.
Mm.
Do you see him getting a better paying job as a general manager anytime soon?
Yeah, I don't see him staying there. Yeah, so he definitely is going to move more. He's meant for management.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Kira B. Hello.
Hey, Kira.
Kira says, hello.
Hi.
I'm going to be submitting my childcare recertification paperwork. They switched agencies. Will I still be approved?
Yes, you will.
All right. Keep us posted on that.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Hind J. Hello.
Hi, honey.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Hind says, hi.
Hi.
Messages from spirit guides? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a lot of excitement energy around you right now. It feels like something big is about to happen. It's very positive. It feels really good. Celebration, they're telling me celebration. So it is unexpected news that's coming in, but it does feel like it's a celebration aspect of things. I'm feeling new life coming in, so it does feel like somebody's going to have a baby or is going to announce a pregnancy.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from, one moment here, from Gabriella Griggs.
Hey,
Hello.
honey.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gabriella says, will Nigel and I have the chance to be in a potential relationship?
Yeah, I hear. Yeah.
All right. And that is it for her.
Oh, okay.
Our next question is from Kirsten Denny. Hello.
Hello.
Kirsten says, will me and Levi start to reconcile romantically soon?
Yes, you will. Yeah. It's coming up within the next few weeks, is what I hear. So in July is when it starts.
All right.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Our next question here is from Samira Mia. Hello
Hey, honey.
again. Samira's question here, she says, hi again.
Hi.
Wanted to ask, I have an interview next Wednesday. Do you see me getting the job?
Yes. Keep me posted, okay?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Poonam G. Hello.
Hi, honey.
Poonam gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Poonam says, are they hiring my replacement?
No, I'm not getting a confirmation on that.
Will I be laid off?
No. You're so needed in that position. No, you don't have to worry.
All right, and Poonam's last question is, I outed my manager for sabotage. Will she be let go? Her name starts with T.
No, there will be some, we'll say it's going to be recorded. I'm not seeing them being let go.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Ashley Gonzalez.
Hi.
Hello. Ashley gets 3 questions here.
Sounds good.
Ashley's first question, she says, sorry, my baby is due November, and you said you hear spring baby, so now I'm a little nervous. Will the baby I am pregnant with be born healthy?
So I am getting that there might be some complications. I think it's very important that you are on top of all of your doctor's appointments, okay, honey?
Her next question is, do my spirit guides have any messages regarding my current pregnancy?
Definitely be, okay, so stress is a big factor, and less physical activity is what I'm hearing for you.
All right, and her last question, Ashley says, do you see me having 3 children or more?
3. I don't see more than 3.
All right. Thank you, Ashley.
Mhm.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from, one moment here. All right, our next question is from Amanda O'Connor. Hello.
Hey, Amanda.
Her first question, she says, "Hi ladies.
Hi.
I recently noticed deep scratches on my vehicle. Are you able to see what happened? Was it someone random or was it caused by my daughter Keely or her partner when they borrowed it?"
So it does feel to me like it was not their fault. And I don't even think that they know. It was parked and it looks like it got scratched as it was parked. So I don't get that they know even, but it was when they borrowed it, I hear. But it's not their fault.
Her next question is, "Things have been really rough for me lately. My birthday, I was alone again.
Aww.
Just wondering, will I meet a good friend or my person soon?"
You have them coming in, I hear, or it is this year, so yes, you do have somebody coming in. I get that it's still going to be about 3 or 4 months before you, so you got to get out of the house is what your guys are saying. You can't meet people hiding at home. So get out, go do things, get into, go and take a class, a hobby class, or, something that you're interested in and find like-minded energies is what I hear, but you got to get out of the house.
All right, and Amanda's last question, she says, "Is there any advice from my dad for getting out of this tough patch?"
Oh, it's all about the way that he thinks and feels about things is what I hear. So we have to kind of I'm going to say we have to try to lighten his mood. That's the best way to help him along. So getting him more in a positive mindset and just lightening him up, because it feels like everything is so heavy in his thoughts.
All right, and she says, "Thank you so very much. Much love."
You're welcome, honey.
All right. And sorry, for her last question there was from my dad for getting out of this tough patch,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. All right, that is it for Amanda. Our next question here is from Shaz. Hello,
Hey,
Shaz, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Shaz's first question is, "Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Jay and I broke up due to a recent situation with the mother of his child. However, it feels like he's pulling on my every... I'm not sure what you meant to say there. Can you tell me how he's feeling about the breakup?"
It doesn't feel final. So on his part, it feels like it's a temporary thing.
Her next question is, "I missed a call from him last night. However, I have been trying to reach out again, but he's being unresponsive. Do you think he's in his feelings because my phone was on Do Not Disturb, or he just wants my attention?"
Both. It's both, I hear. Yeah.
And her last question is, "Most times you confirm that I'm the only one he wants to be with when you ask. Is it because he loves me the most romantically, or that energy has changed?"
It hasn't changed, no. You guys have a very powerful bond, and it does feel like you just can't let go of each other. There is such a strength in your connection. It can be difficult to be in a relationship that's so fiery like yours is, but yeah, you guys have a really strong connection.
All right. Thank you. That is it for Shaz.
Okay.
Oh, and she said she meant pulling on my energy.
Yeah, I figured that's what you were saying.
All right. Our next question here is from Terry T. Hello,
Hey,
Terry.
Terry.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Terry's question is here. All right. Terry's question is, "Hi there.
Hi.
When might Aaron be moving back to California from Oklahoma?"
3 months, I hear.
All right. That's it for them.
Perfect.
And one moment here. It looks like we did make it to our 80,000 likes. Amazing job, everyone. We're actually past 80,000 now.
Nice, good job.
Great job tapping.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that means that we can do our 10 free questions. Yay! Thank you so much,
Good
everyone.
job, everybody.
All right, feel free to put in a yes or no question here into the chat. If you don't know how this works, we pick 10 free questions from the comments here. Please do include your name with your question, and again, make sure that it is a yes or no question that you are asking. And you can spam that as many times as you'd like.
Absolutely, you can.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Also remember, everyone, that at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers and a live audience member. So make sure to stick around until the end for that. All right. 1 second Our first free question here is from Kayla. Kayla says, is Ron my person? Thanks.
I got a yes there. And I hear wedding bells, so yeah. That is a good sign.
Our next question is from, let's see here, from Steffi. Steffi says, will Peter contact me this summer?
Yes.
Our next question is from Shanae. Shanae says, do I have a chance of winning the essay competition? Kind of nervous putting my work out there.
Yeah, I hear you do. Yeah, don't be nervous. Yeah, it's good work, so it's good.
All right. Our next free question here is from, let's see here. All right, from Latifa. Latifa says, do you still see I will spend more time with Omar soon?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Amirani, who says, do you see a pregnancy for me soon?
2 months, yes.
Our next question is from Dana. Dana says, is Heath the one?
Oh, I got no with that one. Sorry, honey.
All right. Our next question is from D. D says, will I get the job?
Oh, I got a no with there. Sorry. No.
All right. Our next question here is from Nailani. Nailani says, hi.
Hi.
Am I overthinking my coworker Shake's distancing herself from me? I'm feeling anxious.
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, you're seeing things that aren't there is what I hear. So don't worry about it.
All right. Our next question is from Ivana, who says, will Hoang reach out to me this month?
No, not this month.
All right. And our last free question here is from Risa. Risa says, hi.
Hi.
Are me and Omid reconciling?
Yes, I hear.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is it for our 10 free questions. Thank you so much.
Good job tapping, everybody.
Yes, great job tapping. And it looks like we have just one more question here on our list.
Sounds good.
Give me one moment. All right. Our last question here is from Pam Marks. Hello, Pam. Welcome back. Pam's first question, she says, do you see when Keith or Linda will file for divorce?
8 months, I heard.
Her next question is, do you see when Keith and I will be together romantically?
That one feels complicated. So it feels like you're going to be together on and off over the next 10 months, but 10 months seems to be when everything gets serious.
All right, and Pam's last question, she says, do you see when I will get a job?
2 months.
All right, Thank you. That's it for her.
Perfect.
And it looks like that is it for our list here.
Right, but don't go anywhere.
Yes, now it is time for some giveaways.
All right, we're going to do a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers here on the live, and an audience member. So if you've been here before, put your name in with a purple heart. If you are brand new, put your name in with a yellow heart. Start spamming that.
Yes, and I'll just say, if there was anyone else who donated before the list was closed and you did not get your question answered, please do head over to the live support now, send them the email that you used to donate, and make sure to stay in the chat with them until you get confirmed. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, so before I do the poll, start spamming your hearts. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So if you do want to follow me on those platforms, you can find that in the link in the bio, or go to those platforms and put my name in and I come up. Yeah, so follow me there, follow me here if you aren't already. If you didn't get on the live today and you missed being able to participate, I would recommend that you do sign up for the email list. We send out an email just before we're going live and turn the button on, so you can always guarantee getting on the list if you have a heads up kind of thing. So go sign up on the email list under sign up list. Also, I do have a Patreon, so if you didn't get questions answered now and you'd like to get them answered at the rate of the live, if you sign up and become a paid member of my Patreon, you get the price of the live's questions. Instead of the 10 euros, it's 5 euros per question. So yeah, you can get those done. Those are done by email though, so it won't be a live thing, but yeah, you can get your questions answered either way.
All right, and I will just remind everyone, if you are putting your name here for a giveaway, please include your name and a purple heart if you've been here before and a yellow heart if you are brand new. Don't put me, put your name and a heart. That's how we can pick you.
That's right.
All right, and we are going to do a subscriber winner, an audience winner, and our top gifter.
That's right.
All right, how many scrolls would you like to do for our subscriber winner?
Let's do 4.
4 scrolls.
4 scrolls.
All right, all you subscribers, make sure your name is here in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ready, Freddie?
I am ready.
All right.
All right. 4 you said?
4, yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Our subscriber winner is Aaron.
Yay! Aaron early?
Aaron early.
All right, Aaron, you are early. You got a free question. Woohoo! You know what to do. Head up to the link in the bio. Go to the I Am a Winner page. Fill out the information there. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Congratulations. You won a free question.
Yay! All right. Now it is time for our audience winners.
Let's do 3.
Sounds good. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. Our audience winner is Sarah Marsha 1990.
Sarah Marsha 1990. What did you win? Wait, it's upside down. You won a free question! Yay! Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the live. Congratulations, honey. Head up to the link in the bio. Go to the I Am a Winner page. Fill out the information there. You won a free question.
Congrats! All right, and I will just remind you all of our winners. So Aaron and Sarah, please do click the link in the bio. Click I Am a Winner. There you can fill in all of your information and what you won. And you do have 24 hours to redeem your giveaway question before it's gone. So I recommend just doing that right away. And congratulations to both of you. Now, last but not least, it is time for our top gifter. Our top gifter today is Kirsten Denny.
Aw, thank you so much, honey. Okay, hang on. It's stuck to another one. There we go. I got it. You got a free question. Woohoo! Thank you so much, honey. Head up to the link in the bio. Go to the I Am a Winner page. Fill out the information there. Congratulations. You won a free question. Thank you so much for being my top gifter. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Don't forget to go sign up for the email list and go check out my Patreon. I do have meditations on there for you as well. So, you know, it's a good place to stay connected with us.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And we'll see you all next time.
You betcha.